You see people being angry at you for slandering Pitbulls in your recent video. Yeah, that's so weird. Pitbulls just legitimately are statistically more likely to be aggressive. Like, it's purely a stat. Like, it's just legitimately a fact that you're arguing with. I like Pitbulls, but they are legitimately the most dangerous dog breed, no matter how you spin it. It's just delusion to pretend that they're not. I mean, shit, Kata is part Pitbull. And I love Kata. But statistically, Pitbulls are just the most aggressive dog breed. You're just arguing with legitimate statistics. It's delusion. They aren't bred to kill. And when did I say they were? Isn't that because the type of owner? The type of owner obviously plays a huge role in it, but sometimes it just happens. Tiana's coworker was babysitting a family, and they had a pit bull, and the family does an incredible job. Like, they're big dog people, they have multiple dogs, one of them's a pit bull. And Tiana's coworker is a vet tech. And while babysitting, as she was about to leave, the pit bull absolutely snapped and it mauled her, nearly ripped her arm off, and she had to get like 5 different surgeries to repair her arm, and it's still not the same. But prior to that, the dog had never bit anyone, the dog had never shown any type of aggression, and family is an incredible dog owner family, and the babysitter is literally a vet tech, so she did everything right. Sometimes it just happens with that breed. It's a fact. It is literally a fact. You can't, it's inarguable. Tiana's a vet tech, and she'll tell you the same as well. The owners are obviously a huge part of why that stat's so high in a lot of cases, but sometimes it is just the breed and something happens. No, today we have some Rocket League and then Zelda this afternoon. Hey, Dez. Thanks to Prime Skater and the resub Toast and Tier 1 Flip Flop. What'd they get banned over, Warrior? I haven't heard anything about it. Agreed, Dez. It's time. Thanks, Resub Corn. He's a Tier 1 Skizzard. A lot of family dogs who get babysat aren't really familiar with their sitter and become defensive at their home. This wasn't her first time babysitting that family. She was very well known at that family. She was their babysitter for a long time, and then it just snapped that one time and mauled her.
Hello.
Hey, hey.
How are you?
Good. Matt, what do you think about pit bulls?
About Pitbulls? I think they're adorable.
Agreed. Now, what do you think about the aggression?
I think, you know, there is all the talk, of course, of like ownership is a big part of it.
Obviously, yeah, for sure.
I think they do have slightly built-in more aggressive stats than others, but I also think they get too much flack. You just need a good owner with it.
Every dog needs a good owner.
Yeah, I completely agree. I love pits. We've talked about if we got a dog that's high up on our list.
Yeah, I mean, Kata's part pit bull, but they legitimately are just the more dangerous dog breed and require a
Yeah,
lot
no,
more, and sometimes there are things out of your control. So I was telling this, I don't know if I ever told you, you know Tiana's coworker, or former coworker now, because she can't work anymore, she was babysitting a family, and they had a pit bull. And she'd babysit a lot there. And the pit bull, one time when she was leaving, just snapped and mauled her, nearly ripped her arm off.
Oh,
Yeah, prior to that, had no instances of aggression or anything at all, and just fucking freaked, and it was a devastating, traumatic experience.
I can imagine.
And now
Yeah, and I
Chad,
feel like you hear that more so with them. I think you just can't ignore it.
yeah, it's delusional to ignore it. Like, people are
I
mad because I mentioned in the video that, like, an unleashed dog being a pit bull is a little more, oh my. That was almost
what
filthy.
time's your game at, by the way?
Oh, 424 here, I have to stream it in
I'm
Discord.
watching your stream. I'm only like a second behind you, so we can just do it that way too.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, no, I agree. I also think a big thing is a lot of times you hear about them getting off the leash or the owner can't hold on to the leash. I think the owner has to be strong enough to hold, which is tough. I mean, they're strong dogs, but you
Yeah.
have to be able to like actively handle it, basically.
Exactly.
And I do see somebody said something that I completely agree with in your chat. They said don't trust any dog that isn't yours. And
Yeah, it goes for every dog, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.